You can go to a dog park without a dog.
Okay. I do love you, Dr. Mike. But hi, this is Laura, the canine behaviorist and animal trainer, and we're going to be viewing a video. Ooh, it's Dr. Mike. I love Dr. Mike. I don't know why Dr. Mike is viewing animal videos, but we'll find out.
You can go to a dog park without a dog. It's therapy. The biggest therapy that I think I've ever had, and I've gone through traditional therapy, was going to a dog park with my dog after my mom passed away.
Okay.
It's such a weird thing, but animal therapy is real.
Yeah. I do love you, Dr. Mike. But okay, but here's the thing. Especially with dog parks, we always want to be safe. Here's the problem with going into a dog park without a dog. Some dogs will view you as a danger. The problem is the owner may not know this until it's too late. The owner would have no idea that their dog would behave that way because most people don't go into a dog park without a dog. When a human comes into the dog park with a dog, that dog is vetting the human. So when you come into a dog park without a dog and you don't smell like a dog, they question why you're there. Depending on the dog, you might have an incident. Maybe scout the area, see how the dogs are acting. If you're by the fence and a bunch of dogs are like really barking at you, don't go inside. That's where I'm just gonna throw out a disclaimer about that.
We know dogs make us feel good, but actually they're great at warding off mental illness.
Absolutely want to address animal therapy. It is 100% a thing. We can be our truly authentic selves with no judgment. We have that animal that loves us completely unconditionally, no matter how messed up we are or how bad of a day we had or, you know, what the circumstances around our behavior is, that this animal loves us unconditionally. They also live in the moment, and humans have a hard time living in the moment, especially when we're going through grief or we're going through a rough time. It's really hard to live in the moment instead of in the past of what's happening and what's going on to cause us to feel this loneliness. There's been scientific data proving that a cat purring on your chest lowers cortisol levels, the stress hormone. Oftentimes women feel the most safe and secure sleeping with a dog in their bed. And so there's a lot of these studies coming out on how animal care and bonding really calms down our nervous system and really lets us go through our emotions authentically without feeling like we have to change them for someone else's appetite so that it's palatable for other people to hear or listen to or experience. And I get it. You don't want to hear about what's going on over and over and over again, but your dog doesn't care.
I do share Roxy with my dad. In fact, we got Roxy together when my mom passed away to have something to bond over.
What happens, and unfortunately I see this a lot, is people are really stressed and they're like, I'm going to get a dog to like bond with, to help me heal, things like that. Here's the problem though. You still have to be the owner. You still have to care of the dog. You still have to train the dog. You still have to do a lot of things with the dog. And in foster care, let's be honest, a lot of dogs need work, right? Like they're in the foster care usually for a reason. They need some help. They need to work on some things. Now, some people find that work to be therapeutic, but understand then that this is work, that you are choosing to make your life difficult during a difficult time, and it's not the dog's fault. Now, what I might recommend is maybe getting into babysitting dogs. Like there's a lot of websites out there. People will pay you even a little bit of money to watch their dogs. So you can get these goofy, happy little dogs staying with you, make a little money on the side, and you don't have to worry about the training. You don't have to worry about the bills. You don't have to worry about any of the heavy stuff. And you get all the positive stuff. Maybe volunteer with dogs. So volunteer to take them for walks. These are things that don't require the dog to live with you 24/7. Oftentimes when we're going through hard times, we have a really hard time being motivated to do things. And unfortunately, sometimes the animals fall through the cracks. This is also where self-awareness is going to be important. You know you are a person that when you're struggling, you need to do less. Don't get a dog. If you're a person that needs to work to go through their emotions, to get through their stuff, that needs to go to get things, make you feel productive, then totally foster. Absolutely. Because chances are you're going to need to work with this dog. You're going to have to spend a lot of time with this dog. And you will feel fulfilled. You will feel productive. You will feel good about yourself, but only that kind of personality is going to take well to it. The other kind of personality, it'll drain them and it'll make it worse. Self-awareness plays a role in this. Be aware of who you are, what your healing style is, and understand that you're taking responsibility for a living creature.
I'm gonna get him certified as a therapy dog, and days that I can, I'm gonna bring him into the hospital for my patients to play with him.
This is something that I address with a lot of my Patreon members when they're wondering about, hey, like, I want to foster or I want to adopt, and I have questions about how this goes. I get to know them a little bit, get a little bit of a feel for who they are. And then I'm like, hey, send me a bunch of lists of the dogs that you like, that you would like to foster or that you would like to adopt. And then I go through the bios and then I let them know, okay, I think this dog would be a good match for you. This dog would be a good match for you. And we go from there. And then usually they let the rescue know, hey, I got a trainer lined up, which helps you to get the dog faster as well. I've actually had quite a few people say, hey, I want a dog that I can take on hikes off leash, because I'm a little hesitant usually when people want herding dogs in the city. And he wanted a blue heeler. And I was like, he looked at me, he's like, no, I did all my research. I've always wanted this dog. And this is what my lifestyle is like. And we went through everything and I had to hand it to him, giving me my updates. And I was seeing everything that he was doing with this dog. And he really nailed it. Like, if you're going to have that kind of a dog in the city, this guy was it. I love seeing that. I love making sure that we have the matching. And at the same time, there's some people that are very honest and they're like, look, I want a lazy dog. And I'm like, perfect. Let's find you a lazy dog. Because I'll be honest, I'm kind of a lazy dog owner myself. I'm like, I like my dogs to be borderline feline. So I like a good lazy dog. So I don't blame you. I'm all for that too. So let's find you a dog. Let's find you a dog that has no problem just chilling and napping and snacking and going for a half-hour walk and being like, that's enough. I want to go home. I like to make sure that we're matching people and the dogs. It makes everything easier for everybody. It's easier on the dog. It's easier on the rescue. It's easier on the owner. It's making sure that, we're not sending dogs back into the system. We're not stressing out humans. There is that dog out there for you. We can always match it with you. Like and subscribe and send me any comments or links to videos you'd like me to review.